Bible and Basic Badass podcast after show. Yeah, I didn't do an intro. Whatever, we'll be all right. Um, I have to point out that y'all are crazy with your comments. I'm just saying.
Very
Um,
entertaining.
uh, I think it was. Let's see what we got here. We got Slow Burn with his. I focus my life on boobies instead of politics. So far, so good. I'm fairly happy. I can't keep a straight face and read that shit. Let's point out Uncle Whiskey has our back with two old white men arguing about the country being run by old white men. You know, whatever. That's all I can say.
Yeah. There's a little bit of gray in this beard.
Oh,
I'm not shitting my pants like the other two.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I
Put
mean,
the whole continents thing down.
we've all seen Biden. You can't tell me he's walking around trusting farts. You know what I mean?
It's an ugly world. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's an ugly world. That's all I can say. Um, yeah. So, Kevin, I am seeing that. Did you see that Ford is proposing that self-driving cars they have a software that they can repo themselves.
Oh, nice,
So
nice.
that's exciting. That's a new future that we get to look forward to.
You wake up in the morning, your car drove off in the middle of the night. That's classy stuff. I think that yeah. I mean, they say that 90% of the United States shipments are traveling via truck. We don't really have a good rail system anymore in this country.
Yeah.
Um, and soon it's going to be, trucks are going to be automated,
Yeah.
driving themselves. People are going to be out of luck when it comes to those truck driving jobs. But they keep screaming day in day out about how they need truck drivers.
Right.
But a lot of people aren't like going into that field because they're worried that shit's going to disappear. And I don't know
And
what to believe
honestly,
or what to trust on
it's
that.
tough to sit in a truck all day. I don't
Yeah,
know. You
it's
got to
not.
set up that whole thing like over the top with Rocky.
It's set up so you can do your
Out.
uh, arm wrestling training over
Yeah.
the top. That was a terrible movie.
Oh, come
That
on.
was awful.
Kevin, anything that's Stallone. Did you see that Stallone is leaving California? He
No.
told his kids, he's like, "We're officially moving to Florida, and I'm done with California."
Well, he's got a reality show. Did you hear about this?
Well, it was on the reality show that he was telling him, and he's like, "We're already the deal's done. We're already going."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Whoa, yeah, no, I didn't know he had a reality show." No, he never came across as a conservative to me. Yeah, I always kind of took him to be a lefty, but I mean, the
Yeah, that's
characters
what
he
I was thought.
plays, I always go, "Oh, conservative, hardcore."
Right,
Uh, you
right.
know,
I
he's
remember
supposed
him
to be a
getting some.
working man kind of guy, right? And all this booze.
Yeah, I remember him getting some blowback for saying something about gun ownership
As
when
a
all
good
is
thing or a
all
bad
is as a bad thing.
thing? Okay.
Which
Yeah,
which
when you're
obviously if
Rambo
you watch his movies, man,
when
that's
you're
not.
Rambo, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, the, what else? So, they also said I found an article from 2017, I think it was in Business Insider, that said 20% of Americans will own cars in 15 years. And I guess
20%.
yeah, and that's it. So they're saying passenger cars will go from 247 million, which is how it was in 2010, to 44 million by 2030. That electric ride shares will be 10 times cheaper. And that's, I guess, the big push. So car loans are right now 7.5% on new cars and
Mm-hmm.
11% on used cars for average.
Yeah.
The average loan, check this out. The average loan to value on a car, if you go to the dealer and buy a car, the average loan is 125% of the price.
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah.
shady is that? Like, that's
Pretty goddamn
it's a
shady.
crazy world, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never bought a car from a dealer. I mean, I'm sure I have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was a used car dealer that I got my truck for, and I kind of got screwed. So, but it was if you guys remember, right in the middle of COVID, like 2020. end of 2019, beginning of 2020, there were no used vehicles to be found anywhere. That was
Right.
when your like $700 car was selling for like 5 grand,
Right.
and like used pickups didn't exist. You
Hmm.
remember that? That's
Yeah,
when I
because
had to
there's
buy
a
a car.
shortage of new cars, right?
Right.
Everybody was
And so
driving up
everybody
the
was like,
prices of
"Well, mom,
old
we're
used
never gonna,"
cars.
because there were no chips, right? So
Right.
we're never getting a car again. So that's um slow burn with the e-bike. I gotta
Yeah,
say
actually,
that's pretty slick. Yeah.
yeah, I rode one the other day.
Oh yeah?
A lot faster than I thought it would be. You know what I mean? It really took a lot of the effort out of it, and you could really get that shit up to, 30, 40 miles an hour, which is a little, could be a little scary when you're going
Yeah.
that fast on a
On a bike?
bicycle, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are a
But
little beefier. I don't know. I when I ride a motorcycle, I'm like, "Oh god, I could die." You
yeah.
know what's funny though? Like, w I had a Harley and it wasn't that cool, but, um, wait, I had always ridden, like, dirt bikes as a kid, and even as an adult, I did some dirt bike riding, and
Yeah.
I feel so confident on a dirt bike, like I'm invincible and I can do anything.
Mhm.
And I get out on the road and you have like a little loose gravel on the road or whatever, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god,"
Oh,
with
shit.
your smooth tires and your slicks, and it can just
Right.
be anything. I mean, now we're not talking about the little crotch rockets or something that's low to the ground and a good center of gravity. You get a big top heavy Harley and man, you're just like, "Oh, I could die."
Mhm.
And people
Yeah,
just
you don't
plow
even have
through on
to
you.
be hit by another
Yeah,
driver or something, yeah.
people run you over. I'm not saying it's all bad. I'm just saying it can be terrifying. I understand.
Mhm. But those
Um,
yeah, those e-bikes are pretty slick, man. They're pretty
yeah,
good. And I mean, it's not you don't really have to charge it up. It goes a long time just on its own, on you pedaling will
yeah,
give it a lot of juice, you know?
yeah. Now I keep thinking I'm gonna revisit the bike riding thing. I sold the Harley last year. I think last year.
Mhm.
And I have every like 6 months I keep like hitting the internet going, yeah, look at this, look at this, look at
Mhm.
this. What do you think of this one? How about we do it? And then my neighbor got one. He's got one all nice in his garage,
Uh-huh.
and I know he needs somebody to go riding with. And I'm like, all right, I think I'm gonna have to do it. And the wife's like, why the hell are you looking at that? What you
Yeah.
better nope, nope.
Yeah, my
And
neighbor is a, tattoo artist, and he's got a whole bunch of, choppers. Not
yeah,
not necessarily Harleys, but nice bikes that he's got, and
yeah.
he bought a whole, shed to keep him in. He's got 5 or 6 over there, and, with the ape hanger, handlebars and everything. But, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been much of a motorcycle guy.
Now I gotta say, like I look at like triumphs and things like that. Like we're not neither one of us are really tall people or anything like
Mhm.
that. So it's your different options. But I gotta say, like the Sportsters and things like that are really top heavy with the Harleys, but and then a lot of the other, the lowrider type stuff, the Deuces and things like that are not, the same way at all. Um, you just gotta find the right thing, and it's just a matter of trying a bunch out and seeing what's right for you.
Mhm.
But yeah, and picking out the right tires and the right thing for the environment that you're in. Yeah, no, that's the thing. There are a lot of things, somebody mentioned like an enduro and things like that. I mean, that's, it's weird. It's different, how things feel. You just got to really check everything out. But anyway, that's about what's going on. You got anything else, Kevin, that's exciting in the world this week?
No, no, it's all bullshit.
I think I'm selling some rabbits today. I got a guy coming over.
Oh, yeah?
So that's the excitement. Yeah,
What's
selling
he
some
buying?
rabbits.
Buying meat or buying actual live rabbits?
He was buying live rabbits, but he wants to make meat out of them. Well, like he wants to breed them to have meat. And I'm like, "Well,
Uh,
they're brother and sister." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm good with that." I'm like, "All right, sounds good to me." He's
incest
like, "They're
babies is
for
fine.
babies are fine.
Yeah,
Just throw them up into something." But you gotta figure in nature, I'm sure there's a lot of brother sister thing going on there out there. That's
yeah, Yeah.
kind of how the world works, I think.
I mean, they all fuck like rabbits, man. They're doing their thing.
It's an ugly world, Kevin. An ugly world. Yeah, I almost feel like I need to catch some wild ones and see if I can get them to breed together with the other. Bring in some.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Some fresh
I
blood.
imagine most wild rabbits are.
I mean, I'm sure you could trade a female for a female somewhere, or male
That,
for a male
that was
somewhere.
actually my intent. I didn't want to. I didn't want to sell them. I put
Hmm.
on their seller trade just because it was like a selling platform, and I just
Right.
was kind of hoping people would come to trade because that's really what I want.
Hmm.
I just want to mix up the breeds, and
Right.
I do have different male and female that so far have been the parents of everything, but
Hmm.
you know, you know how it is. Anyway, good things coming. I think we have some good ideas, some good stuff. I also did finally get that interview with Sonia Gomez. If you guys haven't downloaded that one, it really is worth it, and that'd be awesome. And anyway, I appreciate it, and we will talk to you guys next week.